Is foul and foul is fair.
Hail Macbeth, hail to thee, King of Clams.
My king, for brave Macbeth, double your double, stroke upon his foot.
Duncan, my father, I will avenge you!
My dear boy, for your safety. Fleance, you must run! They have gone home.
Oh, hell, Macbeth, that shall begin.
All hail Macbeth, the new King of Scotland.
Thoughts on the witches? Do you believe in what they said, and how do you feel about Macbeth's prophecies?
Well, I don't know where to start, to be honest. See, I'm a very smart man. I'm not very gullible. My friend Macbeth, however, he struggles with reality. So I didn't believe in the prophecies because I'm far superior than he is. But, I was a little jealous that they gave him all the credit because, I deserve credit where it's due. So yeah, that's my response on that question. Yeah.
How did you feel when Macbeth killed you?
Well, I felt pretty backstabbed in that little scenario. You see, when you trust somebody that much and they end up killing you, it's very, very hard to take in.
What are your hopes for Fleance now that you've passed?
Well, you see there, sir, I feel like I've raised my son pretty well. He knows what type of things are in real-life scenarios. He's experienced. So I think that Fleance, after I've passed, will be able to take care of himself. I have trained him very well, and he's a very smart young kid.
Do you believe that Macbeth's actions were justified in the sense that do you think it was right for him to take out his anger against your family as you were the one who did not show up for his coronation at Scone?
I do not think his action was justified at all, because in his sense, it was me that actually committed the treason. So for him to take out anger on my family, on my people, is not right. In his way, it should have been me that he should have taken his anger out on.
Now, when you left for England for the help of Malcolm and the King Edward, how do you feel that you were viewed as a traitor among the Scottish people at that time?
Well, I do understand Scottish people's view on me by that time, because Scotland and England have been enemies of each other for a very long time. But to take down a mad lion, I needed a hunter's help.
What gave you the suspicion that Macbeth was in fact responsible for the murder of the King Duncan?
Well, it was his actions that made me very suspicious of him. First, right after the time he killed I'm so sorry, I just cannot bear the thought that Macbeth killed Duncan. But what I was trying to say was that on the day Duncan was dead, Macbeth's action of killing two guards was very odd. I did not understand it. And second, right after the death and the funeral, he took over the throne. And it just seemed, I just felt it, that he killed Duncan. There might not be clues, but people have instincts, and I felt that. I really thought he killed Duncan, and somehow it turned out to be right.
Since your manhood, what were your initial thoughts and how did you react to them?
So I felt a bit shocked at first. I mean, betrayal was a big thing that came across my mind, especially in that situation. I mean, it's completely normal not to want to kill someone who you're loyal to. Yeah, I was a bit shocked, as I said earlier, and as a result, I sort of just played it off, and things were okay after a while.
Witches told you your prophecy. How did that change your mentality?
So I initially took things with more caution. However, once the first prophecy came true, with me becoming a fan of Cawdor, I decided to adventure a bit out into the open and explore the other prophecies.
Do you trust your husband throughout this tragedy?
Yes, I trusted him through most of the tragedy, but towards the end, I didn't trust him as much because he did not tell me that he was murdering his friend Banquo.
What's the main cause of your unstable mentality?
The main cause of my unstable mentality was me being directly involved in Duncan's murder and my husband becoming king. Also, when the country became corrupt.
Do you think Duncan's death was justified? Why do you think so, if you do?
Yes, I think the death of Duncan was justified because my husband was a brave warrior who fought in many battles and deserved more power than he was awarded.
We were received as a hero after returning to Scotland. Good.
It feels pretty good because the truth is finally out and the person who actually murdered my father is justified, so I'm going to bring the power and wealth back to Scotland and make it great again.
Take over from a corrupt leader.
It feels pretty good because my people aren't going to be corrupted and we're actually going to be able to progress.
You found out that it was Macbeth that killed your father.
I feel really crappy about this whole situation generally because he was a family of mine and Duncan's, and he was a really good friend and he just betrayed all of us, so it was really breathtaking to see that he could do that. How do you feel about being elected king? Did you enjoy your time ruling?
Yeah, I really loved being king. I liked providing the power and success of the country, but to have that taken away from me is very unfortunate. I would have liked to have set standards for my sons when they take over.
I feel that Macbeth killed you. Did you see it coming?
I didn't see it coming, and to be honest, I felt really betrayed because I had just been betrayed by two Thanes, and I put all my trust in the Macbeth. I even held a party at his house, but I guess I couldn't trust him.
How do you feel about Malcolm being your successor? Do you think he's ready?
Yes, I think Malcolm is perfectly fit to rule. I set some pretty good standards, and even after my death, he was able to bound together with England and Macduff to take out Macbeth. And that there proves that he can be a strong leader and be successful.